afternoon YouTube, welcome to my channel. This is Mick the Gardener. I've got the allotment today, so the cosmos is coming out nice, and the candy tuft and the nasturtiums down here, really nice colour. Looking quite nice. So the onions are all starting to bulb up quite nicely. So, not too bad. Quite a few of them all still standing upright, which is good. A couple have bent over a little bit. There's some geese coming over. Something like seagulls actually. So I was looking through here the other day, my carrots, which were a complete disaster. I actually had some half decent tops on them, so I dug some up, and not too bad, but they'd forked after an inch or two, so I think that was something to do with me when I dug the soil over and adding fertiliser and stuff. But the red onions, some of them are bolted, not all of them yet, but some of them are starting to bulb up quite nicely. The main crop potatoes, marriage piper, they're all flowering the other week, so I pinched all the flowers off. And I've also mulched quite a lot of the area with extra grass now, so pretty much everywhere where I tread now I'm trying to put grass mulch on there. So in between the peas I put grass mulch down, and once it dies down I'll just add another layer of fresh grass clippings on top. So like with nitrogen, what you first put down, the grass clippings, turns into carbon when it dries out, and then put more grass clippings on. So it's doing the job of suppressing the weeds and stops me from compacting the soil as much as I was. So these sunflowers, which I both thought were Russian giants, which is a single-headed one, this one in here has got sort of branches coming out all the way up with all little heads on. So I mean, it's as tall as me already, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what that one is. So I did throw a few extra sunflower seeds in a separate tray. I may have got muddled up because I'm not amazing at labelling everything up. So I've got a few peas on here, got a few more flowers. They seem to be pulling through a bit more, and the snow peas definitely pulling through. They've got flowers on. I'll just put another string along there. So yeah, definitely going to grow peas again next year. I'm just going to protect them away more. The cosmos is looking really nice. I've just pruned back this comfrey because it was starting to swamp the cosmos. And a tiny little marigold just here has survived. So I put that out about a week or so ago and it's still here, so I'm quite happy about that. So yeah, the raspberries all seem to be turning more green. There's a bit of yellow growth on there, but they seem to be pulling through the chlorosis. In the brassica cage here, the January King 3 cabbages seem to be hearting up now, so that's a good sign. And the leeks, what I've multi-sowed down the side, they've actually done really well as well. And I've put some leeks multi-sowed down here, they're doing really well. And these other onions, these aren't doing that great. The other day there's an onion on the side here, and I put it in and it just went down into a hole. So I've definitely got rats in the compost bin and they're tunnelling now. I thought I had a mole, but I don't think it is a mole. I was speaking to my friend Al, and he says they're probably rats, because rats do like to tunnel. I thought it was a mole because here amongst the raspberries there's little sort of molehills, well, look like moleholes, but I think it's just the rats coming out, so I'm going to have to deal with them soon. But this nasturtium here has not got too many. Well, it's got a little flower bud there, one down there, but it's mostly leaf, so I think this ground is quite fertile here. It's put out a lot of leaf and not many flowers, so that's a good sign, it's fertile. Calendula, sort of probably need to deadhead that really, so more flowers come, but I'll do that later because I'm just going to spread the seeds everywhere. I'm going to keep them. So my cauliflower in here actually now, I don't know if you can see through the net that well. Yeah, not very well. That one's starting to get a head on it now, so I'm happy about that. The kale, this dwarf curly kale seems to be doing a lot better than the Tuscan kale at the back there, but that did get hammered by the pigeons a bit. The swede through the middle I popped in, it seems to have sprung into life a bit. Chard and the spinach here, got a little bit of slug damage on it and that, but it's not too bad. We've been having about 3 or 4 harvests of this so far. Oh, I snapped a cross beam on the brassica cage, and typically I forgot to bring my secateurs or my leatherman down, so I'm going to have to nip back to cut another cane down to fix that. The swede in here, it's got flea beetle on it unfortunately, and I've been spraying them with soapy water and stuff, but I might have to do a sowing of radish along here and try, maybe outside the net, do a sowing of radish, which would be a trap crop for the flea beetle, and just flamethrower it all to kill them all in one go. The candy tuft here is starting to flower and the nasturtium's doing okay. The sunflower here is doing really well. Unfortunately the slugs had the cosmos. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how things are going so far. Just show you from this side because the chard looks really nice through here. That's all growing really well. There's not much pests on the chard at all, so yeah, it's looking really well. My little Chodgio beetroot in there, it's starting to get some little beets on it, so that's looking really good as well. So yeah, very happy with how things are going, apart from the rat situation. I'll just show you the compost bin quickly. So I've got a self-set volunteer sunflower here, so it'll be interesting to see what that is. Fortunately it's right on the edge, so it's able to grow out. I just chopped some of that comfrey down, popped it on here in the compost bin, and under here the other day there was loads of strawberries where the rats had stockpiled them, so I just dumped a load of grass clippings on there and left the lids off, and hopefully there's a couple of cats around here, they might deal with them. But if I see any more holes coming up, because I haven't seen no fresh holes for a couple of days, which is a positive thing, but if I see any fresh holes coming up, I might have to put some poison down, which I don't like doing, but probably the best, easiest way. So, calendula here is doing really well since the cucumbers died. And I've got lots of red currants coming. I still haven't harvested any of the gooseberries in there, so I'm going to have to find a nice dish for that. If anyone's got any suggestions, you pop them in the comments, that'd be great. Before I forget, I've got a few people to thank. I had to write it down on a bit of paper, so I've got